Hello and welcome. This is the very first Quick Tick with me, Dr. Ainsley Hendon Flynn, talking about all great things chiropractic. We're going to jump right in with one of my favorite chiropractic ideas. And really, this is the whole idea of chiropractic. So, our developer of chiropractic, he was the son of the founder, Dr. BJ Palmer. He wrote this poem, and I'm going to read it to you. It's very quick. At the end of this, we're going to talk about why it's relevant to everyday clinical life. Okay? So let's dive in. A slip on the snowy sidewalk in winter is a small thing. It happens to millions. A fall from a ladder in the summer is a small thing. That also happens to millions. The slip or fall produces a subluxation. The subluxation is a small thing. The subluxation produces pressure on a nerve. That pressure is a small thing. The pressure cuts off the flow of mental impulses. The decreased flowing is a small thing. That decreased flowing produces a diseased body and brain. That is a big thing to that man. Multiply that sick man by 1,000, and you control the physical and mental welfare of a city. Multiply that man by 1,000,000, and you shape the physical and mental destiny of a state. Multiply that man by 130 million, and you forecast and can prophesy the physical and mental status of a nation. Now comes a man. Any one man is a small thing. This man gives an adjustment. The adjustment is a small thing. The adjustment replaces the subluxation. That is a small thing. The adjusted subluxation releases pressure upon nerves. That is a small thing. The released pressure restores health to a man. That is a big thing to that man. Multiply that well man by 1,000, and you step up physical and mental welfare of a city. Multiply that well man by 1,000,000, and you increase the efficiency of a state. Multiply that well man by 130 million, and you have produced a healthy, wealthy, and better race for prosperity. So, adjustment of the subluxation to release pressure upon nerves, to restore mental impulse flow, to restore health, is big enough to rebuild thoughts and actions of the world. The idea that knows cause, that can correct cause of disease, is one of the biggest ideas known. Without it, nations fall. With it, nations rise. The idea is the biggest I know of. All right, that's the poem. It's beautiful. It's called The Big Idea. Many chiropractors will run with that. If you talk to them, you can talk to them about the big idea. But why does this matter clinically? I'm going to tell you a story about a patient of mine. He gave me permission to share this, but in the beginning of that poem, when they talked about falling down a ladder, it automatically made me think of him. So this patient, he falls down a ladder well. If you don't know, I am out in Norfolk, Virginia, closest chiropractic office to the world's largest naval base, so I see a lot of sailors. So he fell down a ladder well on a ship. He goes to medical. His account of it is they were slow to react. Medical follows a protocol, and he's one of thousands. They do x-rays. No follow-up is done on the x-ray results. He finally goes back. They tell him it's normal. He says he lives in a 7 out of 10 pain every day. They don't even prescribe him pain medicines. And for him, it is a daily struggle. Not only is he in pain, but it is affecting his mood, his relationships, and his overall life. By some miracle, whatever it was, one of his higher ups said, hey, you need to go see a chiropractor. You got to get this figured out. So he comes to me. I take a detailed history. We talk about it in depth, find the cause of the pain, and I see him again the next day. That first visit, we do the CLA insight scan. He's already had x-rays. I read the reports. I knew what that looked like. I wanted to see what the insight scan showed. The insight scan showed me how hard his body was working to control everything: emotions, sleep, attitude, pain, because they were fighting multiple subluxations in multiple areas of his spine. So I adjust him. Simple adjustment, remove the subluxation. In less than a week, patient's coming back in on a regular care plan right now, getting everything taken care of. He goes, "Hey, one of my coworkers said that I've been less angry." I said, "That's great." He goes, "Yeah, I didn't realize it. I haven't been in pain. I didn't have to crawl up the ladder walls today." And that's pretty cool. Not only is he less angry, he has a better relationship with his wife. There is improvement at work. He sleeps better. All because I did one small thing and just removed the subluxation. That was a big thing to that man. His entire life was improved because I took the time and I did the small thing. So, BJ also says, get the big idea and all else follows. This is the big idea, is that small things can be big things. Little small things at a time are all adding up to something big. So, if you are in the area, if you are a patient of mine, I'm so grateful for you. I hope that you feel this every time you come in, that the small thing is really a big thing. And if you are just listening to this somewhere else, I encourage you to go find a chiropractor. Talk to them about the big idea. Talk to them about BJ. If you want someone who's really going to focus on the subluxation and the cause of your pain, cause of your complaint, whatever you're going in with, it may not be pain. It may be something totally different. Maybe lack of emotions, lack of handling your emotions. That's a great reason to get adjusted. Talk to them about this if you want to see how they're thinking and if they're gonna, they're gonna respect the small thing, because once you get the big idea, all else follows.